Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're going to be flipping through Mad number 258. But before we do, I want to say a very special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Thank you guys so much for your support. I hope that I can keep on earning it. If you would like to support me on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/flippinthrough, and this is where you'll find it. And you hit become a patron, and it'll ask you to sign up. And it'll say, like, whatever you want. $5, I think, is the default, but you can adjust it whichever direction that you want to. If you're like, listen, I like this channel, but I'm not into giving you my money, I totally understand that. What I would ask of you is just hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment below, because it does, in fact, help. I mean, according to other people whose videos I watch, and they tell me that it does help. So I would appreciate that. And that's it. That's all the stuff that I have to say. So let's get into this issue. I'm doing this again, the Pat Cam. I don't know. Nobody said if it's any good or not last week, so I'm going to maybe just try it again. And if people say cut it out, it's too distracting, then I'll cut it out. Anyway, today we're flipping through Mad number 258, released October 1985. Our price, $1.25, which is indeed cheap. So this is, I picked this one because, one, I haven't done any issues in the 200s in a while, and I want to sort of keep it balanced. And two, this is an Al Jaffe cover. And if you don't know, Al Jaffe, like last week, celebrated his 100th birthday. But this has two things that I like. One of them being a visual gag like this. My favorite cover is the one with, it's a Norman Mingo cover, and it's where Alfred E. has a sandwich board, and it says Fink's Donuts. And in the center of the donut, you actually see through Alfred to the other side of the road. And I like stuff like that. And this, where it is a peek inside the magazine, I absolutely love that. And whenever magazines do this, I always check. It's like, huh? They kind of fudged it up, actually. It's not aligned correctly, but it's aligned close enough where the gag works. And so this is featuring the MAD computer program. I've never read this issue. I don't read them before I get into it. I try to make it fresh, but some of them I have read in the past, and then something, a memory gets jogged. I've never read this one, I'm almost certain. Here we go. MAD Classic Flops, the Spring 1986 Super Special. That's something that confused me at first, is they started calling them the Super Specials, and then they started giving them these other names. And I'm easily confused. I don't know what to say. I'm easily confused. 96 pages of articles so bad, they've become classics. To err is human. To flap in a really big way is mad. Here, let's check out what Alfred has to say in his quote. Computer errors are most often caused by computers picking the wrong job applicant to run the computer. Alfred E. Newman. See, I knew it. I knew AI. Everybody who's freaked out about AI, it's true. What are you going to do when your Elon Musk bot gets your McDonald's order wrong? You won't be laughing then. The vital features, we have the MAD Computer Primer, a MAD guide. This is Al Jaffe, a MAD guide to computer language. Jack Davis. You can tell by the eyes. Scout. Jack Davis eyes. Goofy's, a MAD movie satire. Mort Drucker, probably a safe bet. The Lighter Side of, by the cursed Dave Berg. Goons, Get the Job Done, a Mad Song parody. Well, that looks like this could be another Mort Drucker, followed by the Academy Awards for Teenage Movies, Angelo Torres. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the very first time I get 6 for 6 on this. This is history in the making. Okay, I have to address this. Cover artist Al Jaffe. Cover idea Harold Qwerty. Harold Qwerty? That's not a real name. That's on the keyboard. Right? First 5 letters of the top row. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it is. I might have to do some investigating. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. My computer enjoys your magazine as much as I do. Enjoy the picture. My God. I wonder if you could make this, you know, people do that with text, right? You can like copy and paste it and do pictures. And then like in the live streams, people can just spam the chat with this image made of computer characters. Your machine will really get a jolt out of our computer program on page 36. But that's not a... Okay, that wasn't a vital feature. I'm looking forward to this computer feature thing. Here we have... Looks like Hershey Food Corp decided to cash in on the profound advice of Frank Jacobs. Its advertisers made use of old masters in issue 256. What? King Henry VIII. All right. This letters column is not that great. I do like this, though, that Rich Brown and Computer sent in. Oh, wait, the Potter ZB maneuver? 256. What is the Potter ZB maneuver? Mad's Academy Awards for Teenage Films? What? That was the last vital feature. Ah, great. I got it wrong. I got my first one wrong already. That's Mort Drucker. It is not a 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 day. So what do they have? What movies do they have represented? There's Siskel and Ebert. I remember those old guys. Siskel and Ebert at the movies. That was classic television. I don't know who many of these people are. Shall I be embarrassed by this? Is that Sean Penn? The second nominee is Guy in drag hiding in the girls' shower scene in Primate School. They all had those, right? And the winner is a classic Gang Lear scene from Pokies. Teen movies in the 80s were racy. Here we have a Prokias, Spy versus Spy. Again, like the last one I did, there was a person, and now we have frogs. And the frogs do look somewhat strange. Let's zoom in. I had this theory when I was a kid. I think my cousin helped me come up with it. It may have been her that came up with it entirely. But whichever spy you see first is the one that loses. And that's almost never the case. So maybe it's the spy who wins. I don't know. Who you see first wins. All right, he's dropping mines. All right, he sneaks over. Glues some stuff. Oh no, he glued flies. As you know, frogs are famously attracted to flies. And look at these frogs, no different. Boom, pulls them right into them. This is one of the more, I don't know, ridiculous. Well, it sounds stupid saying that, but it is like a little bit more ridiculous of a premise. Yeah. Look at, I've already read the punchline of this one, and I hate it. I'm sorry. It's just... Okay, how about this? Social activity. Let's see if Kaputnik can cheer me up. These examination results show that you're very run down. Have you been leading a normal lifestyle? Very much so, doctor. Maybe you ought to cut it out. Maybe you ought to cut it out. How about this one? Sleep. You remind me of Rip Van Winkle. You could easily sleep 100 years. In Rip Van Winkle's time, maybe. That was before they invented chainsaws, power lawnmowers, motorcycles, and boom boxes. Anyway, these are great. This is a classic, a fairy tale that we would like to see. I'm pretty sure that... I mean, I guess there's not that many fairy tales, so I can't get on them for reusing them. But I'm pretty sure I've seen in this type of thing the lady kissing the frog. Look at, she gets a prince. That's topical. Everybody where I'm from loves Prince, except for me. I just don't really, I don't feel one way or another about him. Man, look at some famous first attempts. Who is this? This is Al Jaffe, but is it Al Jaffe? Oh, written Mike Snyder. Writer Mike Snyder. Some beautiful, I think I've said this about 1,000,000 times before, which is, I miss this stuff from him. I just love that. Look at all these details that he has in there. All of like the, look at, there's like this pool that's floating away. Here's a man hanging himself. You guys, listen. One of Mad's best things is their use of suicide humor. So this guy's hanging himself. This guy's having a heart attack. It's just the Kmart Thanksgiving Day Parade. Here's the Wyoming fried chicken. We have the Poyet. I don't know. I just like I like this illustration. What other things are there? Like little chicken fat stuck in here and there. The San Francisco Marathon. I believe San Francisco is somewhat hilly, but don't they have a marathon? But that's fun. That's a very fun one. I like this. Like, look at that. That really, I think, sells it, right? There's something about that little detail of that triangle, isosceles triangle right there, that creates a little flat step for her to sit on or stand on. It's just lovely. I don't know. Preparations A through G. Preparation B is no good. And Oyster McNuggets. Oh, look at all of this stuff. Oh, that's fun. Goons. They know him. They know how it's done. Of course, writer Frank Jacobs, artist Mort Drucker, which I believe I did call, sung to the tune of Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. I sit down at the tube tonight, the wrestlers are there. They punch, trample, and bite. It's all set up before the match's begun. They take the money and run. Yes, goons, they know how it's done. Yes. You know, there was something so irritating when I was a kid, people who insisted that wrestling was fake. And it's like, you know, what do they, in wrestling, they call it kayfabe. And I don't know, like suddenly, it's like once I learned that term, which was very recently, it just suddenly became something that everybody was saying. But it was, yeah, like, I don't know, everybody's a wrestling fan all of a sudden, and they all know about kayfabe and being a mark and all that. But like as a kid, I understood that it wasn't real, but it's like I didn't need you to tell me it like I was a schmuck, right? Like I know it's not real because they aren't like dying, I guess. And also, I mean, like, they do hit each other, right? It's not like an easy lifestyle. A lot of these guys are just like totally run down, but I absolutely love all of these. Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan. We got is that Randy Savage? Here we have the Ultimate Warrior. I feel like, wait, does he just have Ric Flair getting his ass kicked like all over? Was he not a Ric Flair? Roddy Piper. Who else do I recognize? That's about it, I think. Well, what is not Sergeant Slaughter. It was, I forget his name. But yeah, it was just fun, dude. It was just so much fun. Here's the MAD Computer Primer. This looks like it was created for the small paperback books, like the way it's just laid out. So chapter 1, see the computer expert. He spends all his time at his computer. He doesn't spend any time studying. He can't do math. He can barely read. He thinks Huckleberry Finn is a new ice cream flavor, yet he gets straight A's in all of his courses. How does he do this? Because of his expertise with the computer? Yes, but not the way you think. He doesn't have to learn his subjects. He's learned something more important, mainly how to change his grades by tapping into the school's computer. Artist Al Jaffe, writer John Boney. Oh, look at that. Computer comparison shopper. Yeah, don't we all know that feeling? Here we go. Practical. I want to find that one that's the... No, I got to take my time, right? This is the all computer issue. I just want to find that computer program. What if it's a real computer program? Practical computer programs for normal, everyday use. The What I Wore program. The Never Repeat a Joke program. Not going to work. The date tracking program. Date's name, Carol. Where we went. Big taco restaurant. What we did. Went back to her house. Watched TV. Was asked to leave by 11 p.m. by her old man. What I told others we did. Went back to her house. Her parents were in Switzerland. Stayed the night. The Good Party program. Food no one touched. The liver dip. Food they devoured. Maryland's crumb cake. No more than 2 drinks for Dennis, Sylvia. People not to sit next to each other. Lenny, Claire, Bernie, Katie, David, and anyone. It is kind of funny because it's like, whoever wrote this, it's like Dick DiBartolo. I know he's the Giz Whiz, but perhaps he doesn't know how computer programs are written, and because I think this is just a diary. So, one fine morning at the office. I don't know. Did I mention this in the last one? Seeing Don Martin do these in Cracked. He has so much dialogue, and it kills the humor. It absolutely kills the humor in them. So this is very funny. I like this one a lot, right? So you got to get used to that new technology. Here we have the computer company president of the year. Artist Harry North. He no longer has Esquire. Was he debarred? I don't know. I know in England, Esquire means something. Here in America, it only implies something. Writer Dick DiBartolo. Look at him, though. I love this face. This face, unimpressive. This face, very impressive. Yeah, look at when he tries to draw just sort of like normal people, it kind of sucks. But then these like, I don't know, they're not characters, but like characters with more character. It's just so much better, right? I mean, this is just unimpressive, in my opinion. This is Dave Berg level. I'm going to create a tier list of mad artists, you know, like where it's like S, A, B, C. I think I might have to do that. Um, Casey at the Bite. How many times has Mad Magazine done this, right? Because they did I know that there was at least one Casey at the Bat ones that they lampooned. Um, is this the only one? Casey at the Bite. With apologies to Ernest Lawrence Thayer, artist Don Martin, writer, of course, Frank Jacobs. I actually don't know the cadence of Casey at the Bat. The meeting at the White House wasn't going well that day. The budget plan was lost, thus causing ulcers and dismay. And when Jones failed at the keyboard and Kowalski proved a dud, one could sense some great disaster, like an avalanche or flood. Don't panic, said the president. Don't blab it to the press. It's true, without the budget plan, the country's in a mess. Two other aces failed so far to find just where it is. And so I've summoned Casey with computers. He's a whiz. Oh, yeah, look at Yale. He's a Yale man. Comes as no surprise, right? Gasp was heard as Casey made his entrance on the scene. 'Twas clear that he was just a lad no older than 16. And yet, despite his lack of years, one fact outshone the rest. As a troubleshooting hacker, his credentials were the best. He boasted a degree from Yale plus 2 from MIT. His work with backup RAM and track was marvelous to see. The range of his computer skills was hailed both near and far, from Commodore to IBM, from Wang to NCR. There was ease in Casey's manner as he entered his commands. One could sense some mighty power was contained within his hands. With lightning speed, his fingers moved to press each crucial key. The budget plan exists, he said. It cannot hide from me. With great persistence, Casey toiled, and yet upon the screen, no buried data came to light from in the great machine. Except for birthday greetings to a congressman in Maine, 2 vetoes and a slogan from the '84 campaign. The strain now shows in Casey's eyes. He's aged a dozen years, but then at last, to joyful shouts, the budget plan appears. And now he lifts his head in pride, a smile upon his face. And now the moon is shattered as his elbow hits erase. Oh, somewhere there are nations where the keenest minds prevail, where budgets can be balanced and the experts never fail. And somewhere data's safely stored, preserved beyond a doubt, but no plan can save the White House. Klutzy Casey wiped it out. I did not intend to read that whole thing, but I couldn't resist. Here we go. Artist George Woodbridge, beautiful. Writer Tom Koch. If computers are so brilliant, why does the increasing amount of information they spew out to TV weathermen only make the forecast more inaccurate? I think if I read it with a snotty tone, it really kills any humor, so I won't do that. If computers are so brilliant, why do they invariably select the phone numbers of the elderly, the unmarried, and the childless to receive their annoying calls about diaper service? Or why do they keep selecting me to get a warranty call? If computers are so brilliant, why can't they report your correct wages to the IRS, especially when it's known fact that the IRS will always believe a computer and assume the taxpayer is lying? Yeah, for real. Mad's Guide to Computer Language. Artist Jack Davis. Charlie Cadeau is writing. Here we go. Menu. What you'll never see again after buying a computer because you'll be too poor to eat in a restaurant. Error. What you made the first time you walked into the computer showroom to just look. Chips. The fattening, non-nutritional food computer users eat to avoid... Wait. Let me try this again. The fattening, non-nutritional food computer users eat to avoid having to leave their keyboards for meals. So listen, that meme about, people at their computers covered with Cheetos, that epic gamer moment. It's true. It's been from the beginning. I love this, the spy versus spy game. We got Alfred E right there. We have an IBM, what? International Ballistic Missile. Get rid of my television. I have a computer now. Return. What lots of people do with their computers after only a week and a half. Okay. Okay. Wait, is this real? Artist and writer Sergio Aragones. Apple. I might have a computer that can do this. When is this? When did this come out? When was this? 1985? I think I have a 1985 Apple. I'm not even kidding. This is actual code. Isn't it? Is it? Um, oh my gosh. I really want to try this. Okay, here, I'm just thinking in my brain. The MAD computer program, designed and programmed by Loretta Jones and Toma. Loretta Jones. Here's a great way to waste time, energy, and money. Enter into your computer the program below and create your own MAD logo and Alfred E. Newman face. I wonder if I can emulate this. Atari. So Apple users, note, after you finish entering the program, be sure to save it before calling for a printout or you're screwed. You can try this program on a Mac, but it won't work. Oh. But I have an Apple. I'm going to try. Oh, will I see? Is there a way for me to see it before I print? Because I don't have a printer. Shit. Atari. No, there is no Atari user's note. Okay. All right. Hold on. Still, okay, you're not finished yet. Go to line 500 on page 38. That's the final thing. You have to do all of this? Send a printout to MAD, Hackers Department, 485 Madison Avenue. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I wonder. I'm gonna find out about this. Mad Celebrity Supermarket. Oh, I'm just so preoccupied with it. That is so cool. Mad Celebrity Supermarket. Oh, Mark Virginia Hamill. May the pork be with you. That's back when those dumb puns were like still kind of funny, right? Here's the Bronson TV dinner, the frozen meals for those with a death wish. John Candy Bar makes a splash in your stomach. Bro, John Candy and Splash is... I tried watching Splash with my children. It is not appropriate. And not because they show what's her name's butt. John Candy in a scene, they show this almost entirely. He takes coins, throws them down, and then acts like he's picking them up. And when he's picking them up, he's looking up girls' skirts. It's I was shocked. I was shocked, I tell you. Arnold shorts and egg rolls. I gotta say, listen, Bob Clark that's not a very good likeness. The Bryant Gumballs. God, how long has Bryant Gumball been around? Burt Reynolds rap. Oh, damn. I think I remember this. I did see this. I read this one in a... Because now every time I see Reynolds rap, I think of Burt Reynolds. Yeah. Steven Spielberger's Spaghetti... Spaghetti Murphy. Al Cappuccino. Stevie Wonder Bread. And here we have the beautiful, oh, look at Jack Davis with the Goonies. Oh, man. And these are lovely, lovely illustrations. I wish I had not, used up all of my time going through this other stuff. But this is a great issue. Oh, I love Jack Davis's art. Justice Once. This has been folded. A couple of partners in crime were responsible for the scene shown here. To find out who the perpetrators were, fold page in as shown in the diagram at the right. Gosh, some people are so bad at this. Like, I don't want them to feel... Well, no, I do want them to feel bad. Because they're dummies. Boozing and cruising. Damn, that's good. All right, well, so there you have it. Mad Magazine number 258. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks. Toodaloo.